Two giants in the CRM world. One question, which one actually makes your sales teams unstoppable? On the left, Salesforce, the industry titan trusted by global enterprises. On the right, Nutshell, the streamlined solution making big waves for growing businesses. We're stress testing them in real business scenarios that matter to you. Features, integrations, pricing, user experience, and more. Forget the marketing hype. Let's talk about the stuff that impacts your bottom line. Each category stacks up points, and by the end, you'll see a clear winner. The conclusion could surprise you. Let's dive in. Here's what we're digging into. Pricing, features and customization, ease of use, mobility and apps, reporting and analytics, integrations, plus support and community. Each one's a big deal in choosing your CRM, so stick with me as we break them all down. Alright, first up, pricing. So, Salesforce, as you may have guessed, kinda comes in at a higher starting point. There are enterprise plans, sure, but honestly, for small companies, it can feel expensive, and yeah, you'll probably have to commit to an annual contract. Nutshell's vibe is totally different here. Flat, transparent monthly pricing, no setup fees, and you know exactly what you're paying for. The trade-off? Not as many shiny enterprise features. Still, if you just want your team up and running without getting finance involved for approvals, Nutshell pulls ahead on pricing. Now, on to features and customization. And, okay, this is where Salesforce just flexes on everyone. Thousands of integrations, advanced automations, their whole App Exchange marketplace, it's kind of wild. There's almost nothing you can't do if you've got the time to set it up. That said, it can be a lot, especially for smaller teams. With Nutshell, though, you get a friendly, intuitive interface and actually pretty great customization if you're a small or mid-sized business. It's just, not on the same level as Salesforce when it comes to power. So for the folks needing that deep customization, the crown stays with Salesforce. Okay, so let's talk ease of use, because that basically decides whether your team will love you or hate you. Salesforce looks super modern with its Lightning interface, and they give you lots of training, but let's be real, it can be overwhelming. Some teams genuinely need an admin just to stay on top of it all. Nutshell, on the other hand, feels like teaching your grandma to use a tablet. It's that easy. You'll be up and running fast, training is a breeze, and honestly, if you value simplicity, you cannot go wrong. Nutshell totally wins ease of use. Oh, and here's something cool. Did you know Salesforce was the very first big SaaS company? They started all the way back in 1999. Kinda makes sense why they're everywhere, right? Moving on, mobility and apps. Salesforce actually has a really legit mobile app, full features, dashboards, even an offline mode if you're out and about. Sometimes you'll need to tweak it to work just how you want, but once it's set up, it's awesome. Nutshell's mobile game is solid for simple tasks and quick updates, but if you want those advanced bells and whistles on your phone, you may hit a wall. So, mobile power users? That's another win for Salesforce. Next, reporting and analytics. And wow, if you love reports, Salesforce is basically Disneyland. You get custom dashboards, AI-powered insights, predictive tools. It's next level, but warning, you probably need someone dedicated to make the most of it. Nutshell? It's great for keeping tabs on your sales pipeline and building simple custom reports. Super visual and straightforward. But if you want deep, predictive analytics, you're going to feel a little boxed in. So, advanced reporting? Salesforce takes this one. Integrations time. So, Salesforce. Yeah, it's almost ridiculous how many products it connects to thanks to their App Exchange and robust APIs. Some of those integrations do cost extra, which, not ideal, but you're rarely going to get told no. Nutshell's integrations are really practical, especially for teams living in G Suite or Outlook, and they use Zapier to fill in gaps. But if connecting all your sales tools is a priority, Salesforce is still the king here. And wrapping up with support and community. Salesforce is honestly massive here. There's a huge community, 24/7 support if you need it, documentation for days. It's all there, though the really premium support does cost extra. Nutshell, despite its size, offers awesome live chat and email help and lots of tutorials specifically for small businesses. The only catch, the community is not as big and you don't get that big enterprise support. For sheer scale and expertise, Salesforce still has the edge. Let's pause and look at the overall comparison. Across all those categories, you can probably spot where each one stands out. It's not a blowout either way, but the patterns are pretty clear depending on your priorities. So, final thoughts. If you're running a growing company and want every customization under the sun, Salesforce is tough to beat. But honestly, if you just need something powerful, streamlined, and easy for your team, Nutshell is such a breath of fresh air. For small businesses, it might just be perfect. But when it comes to pure scale and depth of features, Salesforce wins this matchup. If you found this helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss our next comparison.